I'm basically looking at the fact that this is in the news. There's a guy in the news, a heavyweight sparring partner, Usyk's sparring partner.
Or Martin Bacoli?
Bacoli, I think that's how you pronounce it.
Bacoli. Let us know in the comments if that's right, guys.
He's had 19 bouts, 18.
I'll get you his record now. He's 18 wins.
One defeat, something like that.
One defeat, and he got knocked out in that defeat. But he's
had 13 KOs.
He's 13 knockouts. He's a heavyweight.
There's a lot of talk.
He's 11th in the world, actually.
Right, yeah. So his last fight he had against I think it was a French lad who won the gold medal, Olympic. So and he's went over there and he's fought this lad, and I don't know if it was in France or whatever. I was just looking at a few of the highlights.
Yeah.
And he's given him a damn good working over.
What, is this his last fight you're talking about?
Yeah.
Who Bacoli's last fight?
Yeah. So that threw him right into the contention, into the mix, right up there. And I mean, I've had a brief look at him, and he's technically he's a great boxer.
Just looking at his last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fights, and he's knocked everyone out bar 2.
This is it. This is what I'm saying.
And the 2 decisions was unanimous, and the second, his last fight was a majority decision. But obviously, he's fighting someone a bit.
Yes, that's the guy. He went right up the rankings when he fought this guy, and he's
fair play to him, man.
He's getting but the word is that Bacoli, Martin Bacoli, it's going round. I'm hearing a lot about this guy. That tells me something. Dylan White, he mentioned he's been sparring with them. Tyson Fury, he's been sparring with them. So
he's next in line.
He's next in line. He could possibly be next.
You think about it, right? We were talking about this off stream, actually. Every generation, especially in the heavyweight division, right? Heavyweight division, you've got to have someone in the limelight, and the promoters know that. So what they do is they bring these younguns up, all right, and then every now and again, look, we've got the usual British heavyweight stars who's in the limelight now, up and coming. We know they've got a few more years in the pipeline before they become great. But every now and again, there's like a side. There's a guy comes in through the side door who you haven't really heard of, and then all of a sudden you think, "Blimey, who's this kid on the block?"
You'll always hear whispers first, and you did with Mike Tyson.
Exactly.
I mean, we heard whispers. I heard whispers. He's the same age as me, Mike, and I was hearing, "Oh, this kid in America, this Tyson, he's doing this, he's doing that," in his early pro fights, and then he started getting them put on TV. So we got a good look at him, but. They'll always put a whisper out about a certain individual before he actually blasts his way on the scene. And I personally think that this Martin Bacoli, if that's how you pronounce his name, is that person who they've put in. Because you've got to understand your Tyson Furies, your Joshua.
They're finished nearly, man, aren't they?
They've nearly reached the top of the peak, and they're fighting each other, and who's the best here and who's the best there. And there's a couple of fights left to
2 more years worth of fun for all of them.
Possibly.
Even like
not even that, dude. You might have a year. You might have another good year. Once this fight happens, I believe it will happen with Fury and Joshua. I said it before. It's got to happen. That's if he doesn't get beat off Usyk.